The following is a presentation of Flow Sports.
The lights are on. The future's on the mat. No hype, just proof. New names, new rivalries. Wrestling's next era starts now. FloWrestling Night in America, presented by Nike.
Presented by Nike Wrestling, this is FloWrestling Night in America, where tonight we make a stop in Blairstown, New Jersey, and the hallowed grounds of Blair Academy, where the 5th-ranked Buccaneers battled 3rd-ranked Delbarton. Hello and welcome to FloWrestling Night in America. I cannot put into words what a spectacular scene it is here in Blairstown, New Jersey. So much history here with Blair Academy, a top 5 matchup. Delbarton last week knocked off then 2nd-ranked Faith Christian Academy 31-29, came right down to the end. And when you look at the history of this rivalry in recent years, it comes down to the end. The last 4 Dumays with Blair Academy and Delbarton have come down to heavyweights. The Buccaneers took the first 3, and then last year the Green Wave got over the Buccaneers 31-29. It is a packed house. It's been packed for well over an hour here at Blair Academy. We'll begin at 106 pounds. When you look at these probable lineups, both teams littered with nationally and state-ranked wrestlers. A huge match. Both guys ranked top 10 in the country at 120, with Batista and Stantz 144. Borgers and DeGeorge will be a big match as well. In the second half of this dual meet, Jaden James ranked number 1 in the nation for Delbarton at 165, 190, another top 10 nationally ranked matchup with Sarney and Betts, and a couple of really good heavyweights in Melnick and Moser at 285 to close things out. As I said before, words cannot describe the scene. It has been packed for well over an hour. We got a DJ in the house. The introductions were amazing. Lights were off with the mat light. The smoke was out. I got to bring myself down a little bit. This has been something like I've never seen. I've been around wrestling a long time. I've never seen anything quite like this. It is a packed house. There is not a seat available. The students are right up on the mat. Incredible. 106 pounds. Jack Anello, ranked 12th in the nation for Blair Academy, the Buccaneers, in the gray, blue, and white singlets. And ranked 7th in New Jersey in the green singlet of the Green Wave is Finn Anderson, a pair of freshmen. I'm told they're really good friends. Of course, New Jersey high school wrestling, one of the top states in the nation, and looking to get around and spin around. The takedown on the edge is Jack Anello, and the Buccaneer strikes first, a takedown midway through this first period. We'll see Jack's older brother, Vin, at 132. They are 2 of 9 Anello children. They are the oldest. Jack Anello with a record of 20-5. He was 4th at the Ironman and the Beast of the East. Was a runner-up at Escape the Rock, and right off the whistle, he puts Anderson flat on his belly. Tight waist, half Nelson there on the right side. 3-0 score, 40 seconds into this first period. Top 5 matchup. Good mat awareness there for the Buccaneer. Anello drops it on a single leg and out of real estate. And we're back to the center with 34 seconds left. Looking at the FloWrestling high school rankings, Buchanan is ranked number 1. Lake Highland Prep is 2nd. Delbarton 3rd. Faith Christian Academy now 4th. And the Buccaneers of Blair Academy are 5th. Big situation right here. If you are Anello, of course, you want to finish this period on top. Short time situations and big time dual meets. And dual meet wrestling, talk about it every single week here on FloWrestling Night in America. Every position matters. Every point matters. Anello doing a really nice job there on the edge. And we'll come back to the center with 13 seconds. Finn Anderson, 16-6. Sam Cali champion. He had a huge win last week over Faith Christian. A 3-0 decision. It came down to the end. And for the Green Wave, at 215 and 285, a couple of guys battling highly ranked guys and kept it to major decisions. You can be the hero in a dual meet getting majored. Anello gets the takedown and the rideouts. And the freshman from Blair Academy, 3-0 to the second period. There's Finn Anderson. Ranked 7th in New Jersey, FloWrestling Premium Rankings. Anello will go on bottom. Anello works to his feet. And Anderson, solid job in that top position. He's been able to ride the Buccaneer for the first 25 seconds in this second period. Anello works to his feet, trying to peel hands. Anderson, solid job on top. Gets behind those hips, looking for a mat return. With 1:20 to go, slides into half Nelson. And this is how you get yourself back into a match. The great equalizer, the top wrestling. You see him digging those shoe tops into the Resolite. Anello back to his feet again. He's been here before. And this is where Anderson is really clamped down. 60 seconds into the second period. I mentioned Anello ranked 12th in the nation. FloWrestling rankings here at 106 pounds. Cooper, deputy of Chestnut Ridge in Pennsylvania, ranked number 1 here at the weight class. Check out the rankings, FloWrestling.com. Both these guys showing strong top wrestling. Anello got a takedown, was able to ride Anderson for over a minute in the first period. The Buccaneer went on bottom, and now Anderson has been on top for the first minute 20 in this second period. FloWrestling Night in America, presented by Nike Wrestling here in Blairstown, New Jersey. A top 5 showdown as Anderson is hit with stalling. Gary Wade is the head official in this match. The outside official at the moment is Al Abdelaziz, so they're going to switch off here in this dual meet. Finn Anderson will have the choice in the third. He has got Anello flats. And Finn Anderson, an absolute hammer on top here in the second period. Rides out Anello the entire period. We go to the third in a 3-0 match. Anderson's got the choice. Takes a look over at head coach Brian Stoll in his 21st season at Delbarton. What an atmosphere. Anderson goes on bottom. Off this restart, 1:41 remaining. The story here at 106 is top game for both Anello and Anderson. I was a little surprised that Anderson went on bottom here in this third period. As I mentioned, that's a credit to Anello in the top position, looking for a mat return, and that brings the crowd to their feet, looking for another one on the edge. Anello a takedown in the first period, and it's been all mat wrestling since. Last year, 30-29, Delbarton over Blair Academy. The last 4 meetings have come down to heavyweights, and now Anderson, with 1:15 remaining, gets the escape. He's on the board. He goes to a 2-on-1. He trails by 2. 3-1 match. And there's a shot by Anderson. And here's Anderson on a single leg on the edge. Inside of the minute, down to 55 seconds. Anderson trying to drag him back in. And there is going to be a stall call on Anello, but he will take that. Did not give up the points. That is actually going to be a technical violation, so it'll be a point to Anderson. It is 3-2 as the intensity rises. A 1-point match with 52 seconds to go. Anderson ranked 7th in New Jersey. Anello ranked 12th in the nation. Anderson goes back to a 2-on-1. Seconds left in this match. It has been a battle here at 106. Half shot there by Anderson. He keeps that 2-on-1. Another shot there by the Green Wave. And we are back to the center neutral with 21 seconds to go. And now, Anello's right thumb. There is injury time. Looked like his right thumb. He's right in front of me. 3-2. 20 seconds to go. Great crowd here at Blair Academy. And some great duels this week right here on FloWrestling. On Saturday, Oregon State, Wyoming, Missouri, and Little Rock. Lehigh takes the mat on Sunday. Hofstra and Drexel as well. All right. Anello back to the center of the mat. 21 seconds to go in a 1-point match. Anderson able to get to that 2-on-1. There's a shot. Head to the outside. Anello with a strong sprawl. Down to 10 seconds. And here at 106 pounds, Blair Academy's Jack Anello with the 3-2 decision. Blair Academy with the decision, 3-0 after 106. Expect a lot of these tight matchups. Anello got the first takedown. Finn Anderson charged back but came up just a little bit short. Anello got the first takedown. Both these guys were really good in the top position. Matt returns, chasing hips. £113, Eric Bocanegra. For Blair Academy, there is head coach Ross Jatomer, math teacher here at Blair Academy. He wrestled here at Blair Academy, went to Virginia, was an ACC champ, qualified for the national tournament a couple of times. It's his 5th year as head coach here at Blair Academy. Came from St. Christopher's in Richmond, Virginia. He was there about a decade. Alex Rosciano for Delbarton. It's a big match. They're all big. Bocanegra on a single leg, the first-year starter from Bronx, New York. 14-5 record. Rosciano, a sophomore with a record of 13-6 for the Green Wave. Still no points, 30 seconds into this opening frame. Rosciano with an underhook. Here's a nice deep shot. He's in deep on a leg, but great hips there from Bocanegra. Bocanegra, the Buccaneer, will score the 3. Slides in a half Nelson, keeping the weight on the hands of Rosciano. A lot of forward pressure. Every single point will matter. As a half Nelson sunk in deep. You see those students, they are right on the mat, couple feet off. We have seen some phenomenal environments this season on FloWrestling Night in America. Scott Catholic was amazing in Omaha. Last week, Bishop McCourt in Pennsylvania. But I gotta tell you, I have never seen something quite like this. I cannot imagine how cool it would be to wrestle in this kind of environment. The fans have showed up. Good forward trip. As Bocanegra, much like Anello did at 106, gets the opening takedown. And riding on top like a leech. Now injury time for Rosciano. Some great wrestling coming up here on Flow. Pennsylvania and Iowa Team State Championships right here on Flow. College action, the Pac-12s and the EIWAs. And then we will crown some champions in mid-March at the Division II and Division III National Championships. I'll be on the call for the D3 Championships. Looking forward to that. It is a phenomenal tournament. Rosciano goes on bottom with 10 seconds. Spiral ride from the Buccaneer. And short time in the second period, Bocanegra gets a swipe. And he will finish the period on top. No near fall, 3-0 for the Blair Academy Junior. Bocanegra, part of the New York Beat the Streets program, an incredible organization changing the lives of youth through the sport of wrestling. And what a great story, as I mentioned, from Bronx, New York. Slides a leg in off the whistle, now crossbody ride. Bocanegra's a junior, first-year starter with a record of 14-5. He was round of 12 at the Ironman this season. Round of 12 at the National Preps as a freshman. Was a late addition as Vin Anello got hurt late. So an opportunity opened up for Bocanegra and made the National Prep tournaments. He's got an armbar sunk in. Got Rasciano flat on his belly. Blair Academy leading at 3-0. Jack Anello, a hard-fought 3-2 decision at 1:06, inside of a minute here in the second period. Bocanegra still with that armbar left side, but he's been unable to turn the Green Wave sophomore. Has that wrist, gets off to the side, gonna run this armbar. He's got 25 seconds to work with. A stall call on Rasciano underneath the first. Buccaneer with choice, and Bocanegra will go on bottom. Claw ride in from Rasciano. He's got the boots in. Bocanegra turns into him. Rasciano still holding on to that single leg. He's still in control. And there is the reversal, 5-0, and he's got the Turk. Bocanegra in good shape here for some near fall points. Keeps that bottom leg Turk. A takedown in the first. A reversal here in the third gives the Buccaneer a 5-0 lead. Bonus point opportunity here for the Buccaneers at 1:13. Curious to see how long Bocanegra commits to this top position. And as I say that, Ross Jitomer and the Blair Academy corner is saying, let's go neutral, cut him. So gives the escape 5-1. 1:02 remaining here in the third. Couple of fakes there from Bocanegra, collar tie. In dual meets, you fight tooth and nail for your team. Bocanegra goes underhook. That was a slick move off an underhook. And now he is up 8-1. He looks at his corner. He's going to cut Rasciano one more time. It is 8-2. A takedown and a rideout would give him the major decision. Man, that last takedown was pretty. Gets to a single leg once again, going to cast across to a double leg. Down to 20 seconds. Trying to drive through, and there's the takedown. 10-2 with 15 seconds to go. It's 11-3. 13 seconds left. 18 points on the line in the final 13 ticks in this third period. This is a big sequence. Rasciano looking for the escape. Final seconds. Tight headlock there for Bocanegra. And he is going to hang on for the decision. And now they say locked hands. It'll be another point to Rasciano, and that makes it 11-4. And because of that call, it becomes a regular decision. How big could that call be when it's all said and done? Bocanegra 11-4 decision makes it 6-0 Blair Academy. Bocanegra, nice mat return. Really got to his offense in that third period, trying to hunt down that major decision. He had some slick attacks. Eric Bocanegra gives the decision to Blair Academy at 113. 120 pounds, one of the highlighted match of the night here at Blair Academy. A top 10 matchup. Both these guys, top 10 in the country. Mikey Batista for Blair Academy and Cameron Sans for Delbarton. Batista ranked 7th in the country. Sans ranked 8th. Here we go in a highly anticipated showdown at 120. Batista, a junior from Lenoka Harbor, New Jersey, 22-2. And for Cameron Sans, he is ranked 8th in the country, as I mentioned. Thompson, New Jersey. And Sans trying to stack him up. Sans is a 2-time New Jersey state champion. These guys met in the third place match of the Ironman. It was won by Batista. Batista third at the Ironman. He was a runner-up at the Beast. Escape the Rock champion. He was a prep national runner-up a season ago. He's going to wrestle for Alex Clemson at Maryland. No score, 55 seconds in. Sansa Jr. with a 25-3 record. Sans trying to beat that shoulder, and Batista able to stay square. Sans, 4th at the Ironman, was a runner-up at the Doc B. Won the Sam Cali, a Fargo finalist. So Cameron Sans has wrestled on plenty of big stages, as has Batista. The schedules for both these programs, a couple of the best in the country. Short time in a scoreless match, down to 15 seconds in the first, as Sans takes territory and drives Batista out of bounds, and that warrants a stall call on the Buccaneer Batista. Two-on-one there from Batista in the final seconds of the first. And we are scoreless after 2 minutes. Batista's got the choice. He'll go on bottom. Sans received a forfeit last week in that dual meet win against Faith Christian Academy. Sans will wrestle for Pat Santoro at Lehigh. So much respect for Pat Santoro, who wrestled here at Blair Academy, by the way. National champ at Pitt. One of the great guys in this sport. What a job he has done at Lehigh. That is a really cool environment. I've been there once. One of the best wrestling rooms in the country. So much history there at Lehigh. And it's a quick escape for Batista. Oh, nice attack here from Sans on a single leg. Sans shelves that single leg. He can stay patient here. Plenty of time in this second period. Over 1.5 minutes remaining. Big situation. Treetops a single, center of the mat. You see the balance from Batista. Trying to maintain his 1-0 lead. They drift towards the edge. Now we're down to a minute. Sans down to the ankle. There's a roll from the Buccaneer Batista. No points yet. Now Batista's able to pass a couple of ankles. Look at this scramble. And now Batista might be able to score. Down to 45 in the period, and a stalemate is whistled. Actually, no, they're going to continue the action. There's the stalemate. Batista, an amazing job to not give up the takedown. Situations and individual matchups and dual meets that you think back to, that might be one of them. Batista works a 2-on-1, short time, 20 to go in the second period. Goes collar tie left side. He has been hit for stalling once. Really nice adjustment there by Batista. Circle back in. Arm drag attempt. Was that slick there from Sans? He's in with the leg attack once again, but not a whole lot of time left. Final seconds. Shin Wizard defense there from Batista. Sans has been able to get to the legs, but Batista, really good defense. Blair Academy leading at 6-0, and this match goes to the third 1-0. The Green Wave Junior Sans goes on bottom. Both these guys over 20 wins this season with incredibly difficult schedules. Sans trying to give the Green Wave some points and give Delbarton some momentum. It is a 1-1, each guy with a quick escape. Batista's been hit for stalling once. And here's Sans' best opportunity, perhaps. Trying to get behind the hips. Another roll there from Batista, anticipated by Sans. And now Sans has Batista on his back on the edge. How big would this be for Delbarton? And Batista able to fight off of his back, but that is a 7-point flurry for Cameron Sans. 3 on the takedown, 4 on the near fall, 8-1. The Green Wave 120-pounder takes the lead. 8 unanswered for Sans. Really nice job there to anticipate the roll. And now he is showing an optional start. He'll give the escape. It's an 8-2 match. 1:10 remaining. Sans just really quick. Several different attacks. There's an arm drag once again. .50 seconds remaining. As I mentioned, Batista beat Sans in a bomb burner for third at the Ironman. But now Sans is 40 seconds away from avenging that loss in Ohio. Half a minute remaining. Sans, good job right there to circle back in, butt to the center. He's the one taking territory as he pushes Batista towards the edge. Single leg, final seconds, looking for a takedown and a major decision. And Sans is going to get it with 2 seconds left. What a performance from Cameron Sans of Delbarton as he gets the 11-2 major decision. Makes it 6-4. We head to 126, 6-4, Blair Academy up on Delbarton. It's FloWrestling Night in America, presented by Nike Wrestling.
They call him the greatest wrestler in Arizona history.
Wrestling fans, this is for you. Access every match ranking and exclusive content with your FloWrestling annual subscription. Whether you're following high school, college, or freestyle, FloWrestling has you covered with live events, interviews, and so much more. Don't miss a single moment of the action, only on FloWrestling. What a great start in this top 5 matchup with 5th-ranked Blair Academy and 3rd-ranked Delbarton. We wrestle now at 126 pounds. Finn O'Brien for Blair Academy and Tommy Marchetti for Delbarton. Finn O'Brien, a sophomore. 19-4 record from Locust Valley, New York, Long Island. O'Brien's first year at Blair was at Chaminade. He's a 16U Fargo freestyle runner-up who was 4th this season at the Beast of the East. Tommy Marchetti, he is ranked 3rd in New Jersey FloWrestling Premium Rankings. Like O'Brien, he's a sophomore, comes in 19-5, so you look at these matchups, another toss-up match here at 126. Marchetti was 3rd at state at 120 as a freshman. A Fargo finalist in freestyle. O'Brien on a single leg. Marchetti makes the turn. Waterfall position draped over the back. Inside of 30 seconds in this opening period. Marchetti locked through the crotch. Short time in the first. And now Marchetti's got ankle tied up. No takedown. O'Brien was close. Marchetti goes underneath. Stepped up big against Faith Christian Academy. Tommy Marchetti with a tech fall as they knocked off Faith Christian Academy 31-29. Good mat return there from Finn O'Brien. Goes claw ride. Marchetti works to his feet. There's a roll. And O'Brien remains in control. One thing that has really impressed me so far in these first handful of matches is how tough these guys are on top. And you know me. If you follow me at all, I love good, hard, gritty top wrestling. Finish periods on top. Be gritty. There's no way I'm letting you get away from me. I'm just not conceding it. And it has been extremely noticeable, these teams and the work they do on the mat. Nice mat return, center of the mat. These guys are firing me up. Saw a recent interview with head coach Cale Sanderson as they prepare to wrestle Nebraska tomorrow. And he was talking about Penn State and the work they do on top. Crowd making some noise, getting behind Finn O'Brien with the Let's Go Finn chants. He's been on top for 50 seconds in this second period in a scoreless match. Marchetti on his belly. Elbows are out. Trying to work up and build a base. And sliding a leg in, O'Brien. I've said it a million times, it's not always pretty. Sometimes it's just got to be gritty. Driving a Ferrari be a whole lot of fun. Lamborghini, whole lot of fun. But sometimes you need that rusty pickup truck. Takes a couple of tries to turn it over, but you know when it does, it'll do the work. Most of the guys wrestling in this dual meet tonight have both skills. The Lamborghini skills and the rusty pickup truck gritty skills. These guys are so good. Great mat return on the edge. Finn O'Brien putting on a clinic in the top position. They were scoreless first period, and he's 32 seconds from riding Marchetti this entire second period. Both these guys, impressive accolades. These are the kind of dual meets that you dream of wrestling in. Packed house, super exciting. As O'Brien off the whistle slides a leg in, crossbody ride. FloWrestling Night in America. Big thanks to Nike, our presenting sponsor once again. Bringing that arm back. Student section amazing here at Blair Academy as Finn O'Brien finishes the period on top. And now he's got the choice and he'll go on bottom. This is high school wrestling at its best. And Marchetti wants to work on his feet, so he will give the escape. And that is the lone tally on the board, straight on double. As the intensity rises in this third period here at 126, as O'Brien is hit with stalling. These are just dog fights. So blood time on O'Brien. I love dual meet wrestling. And here's some dual meets coming up here on FloWrestling tomorrow with Bellarmine and Davidson. Oregon State, Wyoming. Saturday and Sunday, Missouri and Little Rock, Morgan State, and Cal Baptist. We got to save that program. We have got to save Cal Baptist. Lehigh and Army, Hofstra and Drexel on Sunday. Those kids are living the dream. Living the dream. Here we go. Quick shot there off the whistle from Marchetti. And Marchetti has an inside cradle. He's got the takedown. And now Marchetti is going to put Finn O'Brien on his back. This would be huge for the Green Wave. The near fall points make it 7-1 after that takedown. Tommy Marchetti just showing some guts. It was a scoreless first period. O'Brien rode him the entire second period. That takes a lot out of you. He had choice in the third. O'Brien did, and Marchetti said put him on his feet. A takedown and 4 near fall, and just like that, it is 7-1. Listening to these student sections go back and forth, worth the price of admission. Some great chants. Good stuff. Quick escape there from O'Brien. But he's got 60 seconds. He needs something big. Chest strap defense there for Marchetti. Marchetti's got to be careful right here. kind of the no one to hold him and no one to fold him. You can give up a takedown, but you can't go to your back. "35 seconds. Tommy Marchetti, what a charge here at 126. Anello and Bocanegra victorious for Blair Academy at 106 and 113. Cameron Santz, a huge win. Got a major decision with a late takedown at 120. That was a top 10 nationally ranked matchup. Some injury time. And Tommy Marchetti, 7 points in this third period. FloWrestling Night in America, it has been a spectacular season, and I really appreciate all of you who have joined us on Thursday nights for FloWrestling Night in America, presented by Nike Wrestling. Next week, Christian Brothers and St. Peter's Prep. Big thanks as well to our Flow production team behind the scenes. A lot of talented people making it happen. Final 15 seconds. And Delbarton is going to take the lead on the team scoreboard. Will this be the 5th consecutive dual meet between these two programs to come down to heavyweights? It just might. 7-2 decision for Tommy Marchetti in the green wave at 126. And Delbarton takes the lead 7-6.
And 132 pounds.
This match had one takedown, but Marchetti taking Finn O'Brien down into an inside cradle for 4. A 7-point move for Marchetti, and that was the difference. £132. It is Connor Glory for the green wave and Wyatt Stauffer. Wyatt Stauffer here at 132. Wyatt Stauffer scores the first takedown 30 seconds in. Stauffer is a sophomore from Factoryville, Pennsylvania. His first year at Blair. He came from Wyoming Seminary. Action stops with 1:17 remaining. Blair Academy, so much history. It is my first time here. And I got to tell you, as a wrestling fan, this place made the hair on my arm stand up. I mean, you can just feel it. You look at some of the notable NCAA champions. Steve Mocco, of course, won at Iowa and Oklahoma State. Ed Ruth, a great career for the Nittany Lions. So much history. In the wrestling room, they have a board with all of the national prep champions and all of the NCAA All-Americans. It is so cool. Wyatt Stauffer looking for a second takedown here in this match. Connor Glory, of course, the brother of Princeton national champion Patrick Glory. There is 3 more for Stauffer. And he leads it 6-1. 32 seconds remaining in this period. Wyatt Stauffer weighed in at 132. Obviously. But I think there was a possibility of moving him up to 138. Backing with a leg attack, looking for another takedown. Short time in the first period, and he's got his third takedown to the frame, and Stauffer leads it 9-2. Goes hard crossface with 10 to go. First period, and we're going to go neutral, and blood time once again on Glory. There's Ross Jitomer in his 5th year at Blair Academy. His coaching staff includes Mike Carbonaro, Gino Fleury, Tyler Thurgood on the staff as well, Paul Clavel, Ed Russell, that is Kellen Russell's dad, Brian Antonelli, he was the former coach at Navy, and Chris Thatcher. Paul Clavel is also the AD. He was the coach here. He wrestled here. I believe he said he graduated in 1988. Right back in. On the legs is Stauffer. Glory's got the ankles tied up. Here in this scramble, Glory makes the turn. Stauffer holding on to his left ankle. Letting this scramble play out. Both guys have the ankles tied up. A minute remaining in the second period. And now Stauffer will win the scramble and score 3 more. Pressure on the head. Gives the escape to Glory. Shot there right on the edge. Stays inside the cylinder and gets 3 more on the edge. 5 takedowns in the match for the sophomore Wyatt Stauffer. Stauffer was 7th at Powerade. Was the champion at the Robin Left tournament. That is a good tournament in South Jersey. Placed at the Ironman last year down at 106. And he is a takedown away from a tech fall. Double leg. Pops his head out. Final seconds in this second period. Glory hanging onto his right leg, reverse lock, and we're back to the center. 7-6, Delbarton with the lead. Anello and Bocanegra winning at 106 and 113 for the Buccaneers. Sanz and Marchetti with some big time wins for the Green Wave at 120 and 126. Delbarton leading at 7-6 at the moment. I've always said in this sport, you are never safe. And skipping away for the escape. 19-5. There's a stall call on Glory. Stauffer a point away from a tech fall. And there's another takedown for the tech fall, 22-5 for Wyatt Stauffer. And that tech fall puts the Buccaneers back out in front, 11-7. For Wyatt Stauffer, it was a lot of offense on his feet. Racking up the takedowns. And hangs a 22 spot as the scoreboard takes a deep breath. A tech fall for Stauffer and the Buccaneers.
Now wrestling. 138 pounds.
And Motley Cruz kickstart by Hart. Playing here at Blair Academy. 138 pounds, Vin Anello for the Buccaneers. 22-2. He is ranked 10th in the nation. Ranked at 132. And this is Nick Marchetti for the Green Wave. Nick Marchetti, 9-8. I believe he goes by Nico Marchetti. And he leads at 3-0. He had a 4-1 victory over Faith Christian last week. Vin Anello, third at the Ironman. He was a Beast of the East champ. National Preps runner-up a season ago. Gonna wrestle for Joe Dubuque at Princeton. Junior Fargo Freestyle All-American as well on his resume. He's down by 2. Marchetti scoring the first takedown. And here's Anello. An escape and a takedown for an answer for the Buccaneer. Anello has his first lead of the match. From Pequannock, New Jersey. Has that right wrist. Half a minute remaining in this first period. Both guys with a takedown. Anello with the bloody nose. Blood time, stoppage. The student sections are incredible. It is a packed house here at Blair Academy. Student section for the Buccaneers. And these students are right on the mat. Right on the mat. Anello will give the escape to make it 4 forward down to 20 seconds. Anello giving that escape with 25 seconds tells me he's going to hunt one more down. Down to 5 seconds. And it's 4-4 to the second period. A little bit surprised there. A little bit surprised Anello didn't finish that period on top. But he was thinking about a takedown. Marchetti goes underneath in this second period. FloWrestling Night in America presented by Nike Wrestling. Anello gives the escape. So Marchetti has reclaimed the lead 5-4. Anello stuffing the head. Another hard-fought battle. Anello with an underhook and a wrist, and they're out of bounds. Anello heavy with his hands. Nice shot. And Anello will score another takedown, and the Buccaneer back out in front. Seesaw affair up to this point, midway through the second period. It's a 7-5 match. And a shot out of bounds. And now injury time for Marchetti. Here's that shot from Anello. Just lowers his level like a battering ram and drives through Marchetti. I will tell you this. If you are Vin Anello and you're going to wrestle at Princeton, in a big match like tonight, I will promise you this. Vin Anello will not throw his headgear. He will not drop his headgear. Referencing the match with Princeton and Ryder, where Princeton had a point taken off the board from a headgear falling off or dropping, however you want to describe it, but that was huge in that dual meet as Ryder won by 1. And Princeton, I believe, would have won that dual meet on criteria. And that interview from Joe Dubuque, he was on with Mark Bader. I like Mark Bader giving him the, tossing him out of the match. Joe said, hey, toss me out. And Bader said, get out of here, Joe, you're out of here. Here's a takedown from Anello. Anello widening the gap, and he is just on the attack. Stays in pursuit with 3 more, and he's opened this match up 13-7, pouring it on in the second period. And this time with 20 seconds left, he is going to stay in the top position. I will say this. Rules are rules. I don't like the rule, don't get me wrong, I don't like it. But if that's the rule, gotta follow it, or there's consequences. And somebody told me a line about consequences once. You don't get to choose them. It's a great line. Anello goes on bottom here in this third period. And now he's looking for a reversal. He's got his head to the outside on a double leg. Plants Marchetti down into the Resolite. Gets the reversal. Anello is like a dog on the bone. I mean, just moving forward, pressure with his hands as he drives Marchetti out of bounds. He's up 15-8. Really good with his fakes, level changes, hard snaps. Still plenty of time with 1:15 remaining in this third period. Anello ranked 10th in the nation at 132, bumping up here to 138. Marchetti on the shoe tops, but if nothing else, taking time off the clock. Anello with the heavy sprawl, but again, taking time off the clock, and we are down to 51 seconds. At the moment, it stands at a regular decision. Anello with the 7-point lead. This is big. Dual meet wrestling right now, if you're Marchetti, you find a way to score a point, score a takedown, keep it at a regular decision, or keep Anello off the board in this instance, trailing by 7 at the moment. Here's a single leg for Marchetti on the edge. Time is ticking away. We are down to 15 seconds. This is impressive for Marchetti. If he can keep this a regular decision, it'd be a really big-time effort from him. And that's what it's going to be. 15-8. Vin Anello gets the decision, but it's only a decision. Nico Marchetti, a freshman. Really good battle to keep it a decision. Six matches in the book. Blair Academy doubling up Delbarton 14-7, presented by Nike Wrestling. This is FloWrestling Night in America.
They call him the greatest wrestler in Arizona history.
(14-7) Blair Academy in a top 5 showdown here on FloWrestling Night in America. Blair Academy ranked 5th in the FloWrestling team rankings. Delbarton ranked 3rd. They had that huge win last Thursday against Faith Christian Academy, 31-29. You see the notable wrestlers at Delbarton. Pat Glory, mentioned him, the NCAA champion, 4-time Division III All-American George Lopez. Jaden James, we'll see him coming up. U17 world champion, ranked #1 in the nation in the Flow rankings. Here we are at 144 pounds with Weston Borgers, ranked 6th in the nation, and Ryan DeGeorge ranked 5th in New Jersey in the Flow Wrestling premium rankings. As they scramble on the edge, 25 seconds in. Borgers lifts the ankles, and now DeGeorge head high in the scramble. DeGeorge in position to score. And they are out of bounds, and as I say that, the 3 awarded. Ryan DeGeorge, a junior, and he was huge last week. A pin in 24 seconds against Faith Christian. He is a 2-time New Jersey State Finalist. He won it as a freshman, and he is going to wrestle in the nation's premier wrestling conference, the Big Ten, for Scott Goodale and the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers. Figure 4. Claw ride in a wrist. This is a tough ride here being applied by Ryan DeGeorge. A lot of pressure, rolls him through, looking for some near fall points. Missed a good chunk of the season due to injury. Was able to meet him before the dual meet. Really nice kid. And now out of position. And Borgers with the reversal. It's a 3-2 match with 30 to go in the first period. Another big match. I mean, you look at the matchups in this dual meet, it's not just one or two. I mean, there are a handful of toss-ups. This is one of them. Borgers from Dublin, Ohio. It's his second season at Blair. He was third at the Beast, second at Powerade, was fourth at National Preps last year as a freshman. He was sixth at Escape the Rock, and he'll look to finish this period on top. He's down by 1 with 10 seconds. Big 10 seconds. Again, finish periods on top. If you're on bottom, can you find a way to scrape and get one? And after giving up that first takedown, Borgers gets a reversal and a ride out. And he is going to go on bottom. He's an escape away from tying this one up at 3. 14-7. Blair Academy with the lead. Blair Academy this season as a team. Second at the Ironman behind Faith Christian. They won the Beast of the East. They were third at Powerade behind Lake Highland Prep in Melbourne Prep. And second to Lake Highland Prep at the Escape the Rock. And there is the reversal, second reversal of the match for Borgers. And the Buccaneers sophomore with a record of 23-6. 4 unanswered. The pair of reversals gives it a 4-3 lead. He gives the escape, and we are knotted at 4. DeGeorge and Borgers in a collision here at 144. And DeGeorge gets a takedown. He's up 7-4. So in this match, DeGeorge with a pair of takedowns, Borgers with a couple of reversals. And we are back to the center with 1:01 remaining in the second period. My first time ever at Blair Academy. What a special place. So cool. I've always known about the history, but I have felt the history tonight. Wrestling is important at Blair Academy. Potentially dangerous whistle. Being in that wrestling room and seeing the names. So cool. One of the first All-Americans. And there's another reversal, 7-6. One of the first All-Americans on the board, Kelly Ward. Gotten to be friends with Kelly. I didn't even know he wrestled here, of course. I think he was a 3-time All-American national champ at Iowa State. But he was one of the first guys that wrestled here at Blair Academy and became a college All-American. So many greats. You could sit and look at those names for hours. Final 10 seconds. This has been a really interesting match. DeGeorge with 2 takedowns. Borgers with 3 reversals. It's 7-6 to the third. DeGeorge with the choice. Looking at his corner, and he's going to go on bottom. This is really interesting. I'm a little bit surprised that he didn't go neutral. Again, he scored 2 takedowns. And Borgers has been tough on top. But Borgers will give the escape. It's now 8-6. And maybe that's why. Maybe he knew that the corner from Delbarton figured they'd give the escape, and now looking for his first takedown on the edge. Borgers gets the takedown and takes the 9-8 lead. What a match here at 144. This has been a battle. This has been a blast of a match to watch. Both guys aggressive on the offense. Both guys good on their feet. We've seen Borgers on the mat with those reversals in his top game. He's down 9-8 with 127. And now it's decision time. Match tactics are so big, so he's going to give the escape. It is 9-9 with 120 to go in a battle here at 144. Nice leg attack there from Borgers, and Borgers gets another takedown, and he's up 12-9. And now, Coach Jitomer telling him, keep him down. Let's go Weston chants here at Blair Academy, as the Buccaneers looking for their third straight win. "35 seconds to go." Borgers a couple of late takedowns. Scoops up the near ankle. Time ticking away on Ryan DeGeorge. Weston Borgers ranks 6th in the country at 144. The sophomore out of Dublin, Ohio. Coach Jitomer told me he just keeps getting better. And he stepped up big tonight. Final 5 seconds in a 12-10 match. And that is going to be the final score. What a match! Borgers over to George at 144. The decision for the Buccaneers, and Blair Academy extends its lead. They're up by 10 now on Delbarton, 17-7.
Now wrestling, 150 pounds,
Borgers and DeGeorge giving the fans a battle at 144. Borgers with those reversals. DeGeorge a couple of early takedowns that went back and forth. Borgers in the end, a late charge with a pair of takedowns. And he gets the big decision. 6th ranked at the weight class at 144. A big celebration from his team and the fans here at Blair Academy. Here at 150 pounds, Benji Koch for Blair Academy and Nick Schwartz for Delbarton. Nick Schwartz, a state placer as a freshman, the sophomore with 20 wins this season, was 3rd at the Doc Buchanan. He's a Fargo All-American, ranked 2nd in New Jersey, according to the FloWrestling Premium Rankings, and he is ranked 10th in the nation. In Flo's national rankings here at 150, he leads it 3-0. And now 3-1 with that escape. If he can limp arm out that right arm, he'll have a 2nd takedown. Works up on a single leg. Whizzer from Koch. Koch continues to defend. Schwartz trying to chase down that far leg. He captures it and scores the 3. 6-1. Koch is a senior from Stillwater, New Jersey. His first year as a full-time starter. Qualified for preps as a freshman. And this season he's wrestled Iron Man, reached the round of 12 at the Beast. Wrestle Powerade and Escape the Rock as well. Again, these two teams, the schedules. When you come to Blair Academy, when you come to Delbarton, you are wrestling the best in the country. Half a minute showing in this first period. 6-2 score. Slide by attempt there from Schwartz. Blair Academy leading at 17-7. Delbarton trying to stop the bleeding as the Buccaneers with wins from Stauffer, Anello, and Borgers to go up by 10. And right here, Schwartz in the final seconds of the first period looking for a fall, and time will run out. Schwartz with 4 near fall late in the first. Scoreboard reads 13-2. Schwartz with the choice. He'll go on bottom. Delbarton as a team, they were third at the Ironman behind Blair. Faith Christian Academy winning that tournament. Blair and Delbarton separated by just 7 points at the Ironman. Lake Highland Prep was 4th. Melbourne Prep was 5th. Nick Schwartz, a takedown away from a tech fall, but he's got a cradle locked up. Got plenty of time in the second period, so if you are Schwartz, you want to stay patient here. And they award the takedown, and Coach Stoll frustrated. Of course, he understands what's at stake. Every point matters. They'll take the tech, but they'd rather have the pin, of course. So Nick Schwartz gets the tech fall here at 150 as Delbarton creeps to within 5, 17-12. A lot of points from Nick Schwartz, ranked 10th in the nation here at 150. And he put Koch on his back to end the first period. Time ran out, but ultimately Nick Schwartz gets the tech fall, 17-12, as we shift our attention to 157 pounds. Joe Schinder for Blair Academy from Fork River, New Jersey, third-year starter. And Trevor Jones toes the opposite line for Delbarton. Jones, a senior, ranked 8th in New Jersey. A 3-time New Jersey State qualifier. He placed 8th. And he is committed to Davidson. Scored a decision last week in that 31-29 win for Delbarton over Faith Christian Academy, then the number 2 team in the land. Schinder was 8th at Powerade, 5th at National Preps. As a freshman, he injured his knee at National Preps. Did not place. No score, 50 seconds in. The tension is palpable here at Blair Academy in this top 5 showdown. The Buccaneers leading the Green Wave 17-12. We began at 106. We're scrapping right now at 157. Not exactly sure why action has stopped. I believe there is some condensation on the mat. That is my guess. Upcoming duels this week right here on FloWrestling. Tomorrow, catch Bellarmine and Davidson. Saturday, all kinds of great matchups. Oregon State and Wyoming, Missouri and Little Rock. We got to save Cal Baptist. They'll battle Morgan State. And then on Sunday, Lehigh and the Mountain Hawks. And Army, Hofstra, and Drexel. It's all this week right here on FloWrestling. Busy weekend of wrestling. We are back at it in a scoreless match at 157 inside of 30 seconds. Jones with an underhook and a wrist. There's a shot from Schinder. Looks like another really even matchup. Pair of upperclassmen. A scoreless opening period. The Buccaneer goes on bottom. 4 straight years this dual meet has come down to heavyweight. Delbarton winning it last year 30-29. Can Delbarton do it again? They knocked off Faith Christian last week. And now in a scrap with Blair Academy here in Blairstown, New Jersey. Schinder works to his feet and gets the escape. Did that promotional video for Flo, and there's a story behind everything. I called it Blairsville. I know it's Blairstown. Here's a nice shot here from Jones, but Schinder feeding him a dose of hips. Jones on his shoe tops. Getting stalled underneath. Trying to suck up that single leg, but Schinder keeping him at bay. Schinder stuffs the head, looking to beat that right shoulder, but Jones clinging to that single leg. And there is the stalemate. I was driving from Parsippany, and when I put in maps, I put Blair, and it showed up as Blairsville. So I had Blairsville for some, that's why Blairsville was on my mind. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to own this one and take the criticism on social. I screwed up. Got to be able to laugh at yourself. I know it's Blairstown, Pennsylvania, but at the end of the day, I just wanted you to watch the dual meets. Hopefully you've had a good time. 1-0 match, half a minute showing in the second period. And this dual meet has lived up to the hype. Oh, nice double leg shot there with 15 to go, and it's a takedown for Schinder. An escape and a takedown after a scoreless second period. And the Buccaneer leads at 4-0. That was great conviction on that shot. Was not going to be denied. And that's a big second period for Schinder. The escape, the takedown, and the rideouts, as Jones will now have the choice in the third. This is a really sweet double leg. Got in deep, didn't hesitate, the quick finish in the score. Blairsville, New Jersey. Come on, Shane. I mean, that's giving up that's being up by 9. Finding a way to lose it in the third period. It happens. I've always made jokes that I have the record for consecutive mistakes in a broadcast. I think I'm up to at least one mistake now in about 1,722 broadcasts consecutively. Here is Jones. But coming up through the crotch is Schinder. Bogging down the Green Wave senior, Trevor Jones. And now Jones improved his position. He's got that ankle scooped up. Can he clear his head? We are down to a minute remaining. Takedown here from Jones, and this match would be tied up at 4. Jones looking to clear his head and make that turn. Down to 45 seconds. Schinder's got to be careful. Watch out for the defensive fall. Inside of 30 seconds, I mentioned a defensive fall. That was close. That was really close. Still no score. Schinder up 4-1. And now he's in previous position. He's got those ankles tied up, and the stalemate is whistled. I will promise you, all the Blair Academy fans had their hearts skip a beat in that sequence. Down to 11 seconds. And Joe Schinder, with that big second period, will get the 4-1 decision as Blair Academy takes Uncle Mo back to their bench with a decision. From Joe Schinder at 1:57. Joe Schinder in that second period with an escape and a sweet double leg. And he hangs on for the decision. Presented by FloWrestling Night in America. This is FloWrestling 2012. Blair Academy leading Delbarton. Presented by Nike Wrestling, it is FloWrestling Night in America, a charged environment here in Blairstown, New Jersey, with Blair Academy and Delbarton. The Buccaneers lead it 20-12 as we head to 165 pounds. Jaden James for Delbarton. He is ranked #1 in the nation at this weight class. New Jersey State tournaments, he was third as a freshman, a runner-up as a sophomore, and stood atop the podium as a junior. And he quickly leads it 3-0. Jaden James, a U17 world champion, multiple-time Fargo champion this season at the Ironman. Defeated Melvin Miller, Bishop McCourt to claim that title. And quickly out 6-1 on Nivas of Blair Academy. James, a Doc B champ. And last week in that win over Faith Christian, earned a 19-4 tech fall. Delbarton led at 31-12 after 165. Faith Christian made a comeback, but in that dual meet, Delbarton at 215 and 285 gave up major decisions. And those guys were a big part of the story. It was 31-29. Again, dual meet wrestling, every position, every point. Nice dump there from Jaden James, so fluid and smooth. Future Penn State Nittany Lion. More talent on its way to State College. As Jaden James listening to the overrated chants from the Blair Academy fans. I don't think so. I don't think so. Already 12 points in this first period. He'll give the escape. Number 1 in the nation at 165. Another leg attack, limp arm, and 3 more. 15-4. And if you are Nivas, of course, don't get pinned. Save your Buccaneers a team point. Down to 10 seconds, first period. And now James has Nivas on his back in the final seconds. And he gets the fall. Jaden James gives the green wave. 6 at 165. The top-ranked 165-pounder in the country. He puts Nivas on his back in the final seconds of the first period. Puts a half Nelson, puts him on his back, cinches it up tight, and gets the slap of the Resolites. James silences this Blair Academy crowd. And it is now 20-18 on the team scoreboard. The Buccaneers still up by 2. The only time that Blair Academy has trailed was at the end of 126 when Tommy Marchetti of the Green Wave got a decision at that time, putting Delbarton up 7-6. Wyatt Stauffer got the win at 132. And Blair Academy has not trailed since. 4 matches to go in this dual meets. So Barry Norman weighed in at 165. Barry Norman bumps up here to 175. Barry Norman ranked 18th in the nation, down at 175, and he is going to drive through and score 3 15 seconds in. Wrestling Ryder Burnholz, a freshman, and Norman looking to answer the effort from Jaden James. Has that leg turk. Barry Norman looking for the fall here at 175. Norman was 8th at the Ironman, a runner-up at Escape the Rock. He'll wrestle for Princeton. Missed the Beast and Powerade with injury. And now blood on Norman. He gets the 4 near fall, makes it 7-0. Again, so much history here at Blair Academy. So many great teams, fantastic individuals. You talk about a special place, Blair Academy, Blairstown, Pennsylvania. I mean, look at those banners. In this gym, basically one wall is 80% dedicated to wrestling. And the phenomenal accomplishments, both individually and from a team standpoint. This place was packed an hour before this dual meet began. It was packed. I've never seen a place so packed an hour before the first whistle. And one guy that has been great is Anthony Priori. He's the DJ tonight, spitting out the tunes. Played some raw bass early 1990s. He's played some AC/DC, some Motley Crue, a little bit of country, a little bit of Morgan Wallen in the mix. He's been great. If I was a high school wrestling coach, we'd have the band or a DJ at every dual meets. Throwing t-shirts out before during the starting lineups. Blair Academy, you got to make it an event. Make it fun. And then, of course, you got to score points. Give me a reason to want to come watch. I want to see a fight. One of my favorite lines ever. Coach Zaleski, former Iowa Hawkeye coach. I heard him once tell his team, don't make me go home and watch Gladiator because I didn't see a fight tonight. I want to see the fight now. And these two teams have come to scrap as Norman able to get to the body and scores 3 more with 30 to go in this first period. And the Buccaneer 10-1 advantage. Norman with an armbar on the edge. Figure 4. Comes underneath the chin. Oh, what an environment. If you've never been to Blair Academy for a dual meet, make it happen. Took me 50 years, but I'm glad I finally made it. First period is in the book. FloWrestling Night in America, presented by Nike Wrestling. Norman on bottom, second period. Norman was 4th at Prep Nationals. The future Princeton Tiger up by 9. Nice return there from Bernholz. Bernholz just a freshman. His dad Ryan was an All-American at Lehigh. Just a freshman wrestling here at 175. In a tough position against the senior Barry Norman. Norman from Bound Brook, New Jersey, I believe. He's a New Jersey native as he scores 3 more. Has that right leg in. As Blair Academy looking for more bonus. Jaden James got the fall at 165 as the green wave crept to within 2. An armbar and a wrist. See what Norman can do with this. 45 to go in the second period. Gives the escape. A takedown would give Norman and the Buccaneers a tech fall. And there's the takedown and the tech fall as Norman spins around Bernholz. Tech fall for Barry Norman, bumping up tonight to 175. And it gives the Buccaneers a little bit of breathing room. Now 25 to 18. Barry Norman ranked 18th in the Flo National rankings at 165. Bumps up to 175. And lights up the scoreboard as he gets the tech fall and 5 in the column for Blair Academy. Fans awaits the introductions for 190 pounds, another showcase matchup. Both guys are ranked top 10 in the nation. As I say that, that is not going to happen. So this is Ryan Meyer. So Meyer weighed in at 175. He bumps up to 190. It is not going to be Sarney and Betts. It is Ryan Meyer Meyer is ranked 20th in the nation at 175. He bumps up to 190. And C.J. Betts is ranked 5th in the country, and he scores the 3. So both these teams, or I should say at least Blair Academy, making some moves. C.J. Betts, ranked 5th in the nation, 2nd in New Jersey, Flow Premium rankings. He's up 6-1, a pair of takedowns. Over 20 wins, a senior, has committed to University of Pennsylvania. Going to be a Quaker. An Ironman runner-up. He was 3rd at the Doc B, 4th at the state tournament last year as a junior. Ryan Meyer from Rutland, Massachusetts, outside of Boston, was 7th at the Ironman, and he's going to wrestle in the Big Ten at Northwestern. And there is a stall call on Meyer. Meyer was 7th at the Ironman, knocking on the door of 20 victories, and this is senior season. Meyer trails it by 4 with 40 seconds to go. (25-18). It's getting late. Blair Academy with the lead. Blair Academy has won 4 of the last 5 matchups. The last 4 have been tight ones. Delbarton getting it done a year ago, 30-29. And there's another stall call on Meyer, a point for Betts, as he extends his lead to 7-2. I think once again it's going to come right down to heavyweight. Those heavyweights, more often than not, carry the pressure. Betts starts second period on bottom with a 7-2 lead. Quickly off the whistle, works to his feet, gets the escape. 8-2. Good flurry there from Betts. Meyer stays strong in his position and darting right back in on a single leg is Betts. Shin whizzer from Meyer. Guys have the ankles tied up. Probably going to get a stalemate, and there's the whistle. Meyer grabbing his left hip. And it will be injury time for Ryan Meyer. Going to be handing out a lot of hardware in February and March. The Pennsylvania and Iowa Team State Championships right here on FloWrestling. The Pac-12s and the EIWAs early March, and then the Division II and Division III National Championships mid-March right here on FloWrestling. Check out the students. This has just been amazing. I said it before, I was aware of the history, I had heard about the history. I knew a lot of the history at Blair Academy, but today I felt it. Like a Jordan Burroughs blast double. You know what, I got to make a better reference than that. I felt it like a Kellen Russell scramble. There you go. Kellen Russell wrestled here, went on to Michigan, won a pair of national titles, 4-time Big Ten champion, now coaching at Cornell. back to the center with 41 seconds, second period. Betts looking for bonus points here at 190. On a single leg, dog on a bone. Shin whizzer there for Meyer. Meyer rolls, gets that left ankle. And Betts, you see the position. They got the right ankle up against the back. No takedown awarded. Final second period. Because Meyer holds on to the left ankle. And that is how the period ends. I love how the fans are right on the mat. The benches right up on the mat. It is a suffocating environment. I love it. Third period. Stall call on Meyer. That'll be another point for Betts, who's now up 9-3. Hunting down another single leg. In on a single leg. Reaches for the head. And now he's able to get behind Meyer and brings him down for 3. Well executed attack there from Betts. Now up by 9. And he wants to work on his feet. Get those 3-point takedowns. 12-4. Team points hanging in the balance. Betts jacks up an underhook. Inside tie, left side. As we wrestle ear to ear, center of the mat. Double leg. Puts Meyer on a hip. See, Meyer has an ankle. If nothing else, taking time off the clock. Betts pushes away the knee, clears his head. Just trying to free up that ankle. But again, time is ticking. And there is the 3-point takedown awarded, 15-4. 36 seconds left. I'm sure he's just going to give him the escape, is my guess. And yes, that is the case, 15-5. Meyer staying solid with his head-hands defense. He understands what the situation is, circles back to the center. Butt to the center, now he goes under hook. Taking some territory late in this third period. How big would it be if he could score a takedown and make it a 7-point match? Tries to throw by with that underhook. Drama in Blairstown. Major decision for C.J. Betts, the 5th-ranked 190-pounder in the country. And Delbarton pulls them within 3. C.J. Betts, the major at 190 for the Green Wave.
Now wrestling 215 pounds.
2 matches to go, 25-22. Blair Academy with the lead. Presented by Nike Wrestling, this is FloWrestling Night in America. And this is why I come to Blair Academy. This is why I go to Delbarton. Because you want to wrestle on the biggest stages that high school wrestling has to offer. 25-22 with 2 matches to go. And the crowd tells the story. FloWrestling Night in America. Here we go at 2:15. Sala Sarni for Blair Academy. And Jesse Denegri for the Green Wave. Sala Sarni, the normal 190-pounder, is ranked 8th in the nation at 190. Knocking on the door of 30 victories, the junior from Montgomery Village, Maryland. His first year at Blair Academy in that Buccaneer single, wrestled at the Bull School. He's had a great year, 4th at the Ironman, a Beast runner-up, 1 Powerade, and 1 Escape the Rock. But he's bumped up tonight to 215. Going to wrestle for Sam Barber and the Falcons at the Air Force Academy. And he is behind Denegri. No points. Looking to bring down Denegri. And Denegri, nice job fighting hands. There's an attack on the edge, but out of bounds. Denegri is going to play college lacrosse at Johns Hopkins. Limited action this season for the Green Wave. Slick takedown right into a leg tuck. Sarni was second at national preps. Takes a look at the clock. He's up 3-0. Half a minute remaining here in this first period. Perhaps thinking inside cradle. Grabs that far wrist. Near ankle is scooped. Short time in the first. Blair Academy has been making changes in these upper weights. And Sarni gets the takedown and the ride out. Brian Stoll, head coach at Delbarton, his 21st year. What a job he's done. They were 4th at the Doc Buchanan, mentioned earlier, 3rd at the Ironman. It's a 4-0 match, and working off that underhook once again, Sarni, and a slick takedown. He's going to work on his feet. 7-1 score. And there's a big toss. Sala Sarni gets the fall. And that locks it up for Blair Academy. Sala Sarni bumping up from 190. Gets a toss and a stick for 6 to put this one in the W column for Blair Academy. The crowd erupts for Sala Sarni. And no doubt about it, understandably so. Sala Sarni fired up. What a night here in Blairstown.
FloWrestling, 285 pounds.
really good showdown here at 285 with Cale Melnick, ranked 12th in the nation, and Augie Moser. Moser ranked 6th in the FloWrestling New Jersey premium rankings, and quickly Melnick with the takedown. Up 3-0, 20 seconds in. Mentioned Brian Stoll, head coach at Delbarton, on his staff. Guy Russo, he's been there over 3 decades. Craig Frost and Garrett Beam. Ryan Harrington. Darren Dungy, along with Phil Shocketts. Rick Cimino, the director of ops. Donald McNeil. Both these programs, exceptional coaching staffs. I appreciate both coaches. Talked to both for 45 minutes, hour. Getting better acclimated with these teams, making sure I got names right. And I can promise you next year the promo will say Blairstown and not Blairsville. Second takedown makes it 6-1. As I said, I left Parsippany, went to maps, typed in Blair, and Blairsville popped up, and it was just top of mind, I guess. Blairstown, New Jersey. Flew into Newark last night. That's always a good time. After this, get in the car, head to State College for Penn State, Nebraska tomorrow. Nice job off that underhook. Throwing it by for 3 more. And was that slick. Melnick from Ocean City, Maryland. His brother wrestles at Maryland, and he's had a great season. 8th at the Ironman, 3rd at both the Beast and the Powerade, Escape the Rock runner-up, National Prep runner-up, and in talking to Coach Jatomer, he could not speak more highly of Cale Melnick. He said, this is a rare kid, just excellence. He's up 9-2 after 1. So for the first time in 5 dual meets, this will not come down to heavyweights, as Sarney got the fall at 215. This guy's letting it rip a little bit. Hard hand fight, physicality. Melnick loves to work off those underhooks and slides for 3 more. Augie Moser, state qualifier, is committed to Harvard. And Melnick puts a cherry on top of a Blair Academy victory. Back-to-back sticks from Sarney and Melnick.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the Pioneer.
What a great night of high school wrestling. Top 5 showdown as a 5th-ranked Blair Academy knocks off 3rd-ranked Delbarton 37-22 here at Blair Academy.
Congratulations to our Pioneers.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight here on FloWrestling.com for FloWrestling Night in America, presented by Nike. We'll be back at it again next week. This has been an incredible night celebrating high school wrestling here on FloWrestling. Again, the final score: Blair Academy 37, Delbarton 22. For our entire Flow Sports production crew, I'm Shane Sparks saying so long from Blairstown.